G'day everybody, Nick here from Queensland Rural. Just give me a rundown on today's Charter Steer sale. Look, we yarded just over a couple of thousand head there today. About half and half really between prime and store cattle. Look, the overall job, I wouldn't have said it kicked any and it didn't drop any. I reckon it's probably held firm to what it has over the last week or two with all the current prices. So, look, we did have a few good runs of fat cows there today. Good run of prime heifers and a run of store heifers, but everything else through the yard was a bit up and down. So I'll just give you a bit of a rundown. The bullocks, look, there wasn't a hell of a lot of in spec, if you call export bullocks. There was a few out of spec, so a little bit of horn and a bit of cover on them. They made up to $2.55 today for bullocks. With a lot of your bullocks around 580 kilos, 600 kilos, making around $2.40 to $2.45. Like I said there, we had a good run of prime heifers today. There could have been 2 rows of them, really. Look, they sold quite well. Number 2's probably 450 kilo heifers. They made anywhere up to $2.35, but a lot around that $2.30, $2.25. So that was a good result in the prime heifer. They stuck it a bit to those. Look, like I said, on the cow front, there was a few good runs of heavy cows there. Look, the best of the cows you'll see on the report get over to 220 cents, but that was just for the odd cow or two. But there was a lot of cows there. $1.95 to $2 was your money on those 550 kilo plus cows. Drop under your 500 kilos, you're probably back around your $1.95. Come into your 450 kilo range cows, you're looking at around $1.80. Anything sub 450, you're kind of back around $1.70, and then anything under that were your $1.60 mark. So I didn't think I thought the cow job was pretty reasonable though what's been happening in the last couple of weeks. I reckon we could have seen a bit of a kick in the bull job, just a couple of exporters going at it on the bull front again, but that's been happening all year. Like I said, the steer job, you best out of your heavy steers that were, say, 360 to 400 kilos. They were more around your $2.30, $2.40 mark. So, look, that's probably been on par last week. And anything sub 350, they were around $2.30, $2.30 as well. Back into your weaners. Look, there was some weaners there making from $2.40 up to 270 cents a kilo, and they're back around your 220. So, look, there was a little bit of activity on them. And a bit of Brahman content in them as well. If they didn't have a Brahman content and they were a bit plainer, you were sub $2 on those steers. And your heifers, look, there was a good, nice run of big line of heifers there, probably averaged 250, 60 kilos. Look, they made anywhere from $2 to $2.40. So I thought that heifer job was probably a bit more positive than it has been the last couple of weeks. Sub your 200 kilo heifers, still your $1.80, $1.70. They're the hardest article to sell. So going into your cows and calves, there's about 3 pens of cows and calves. They were anywhere from $1,000 back to $850. So there wasn't a big number of those, but there might have been 20 all up. Anyway, so that's it for this week's sale. We do have a special show sale on Friday with the Beef Expo on. Sub that, we will be having another sale next week. So if you got some cattle, send them in. Thank you.